Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. This episode is called Kim Kardashian's Biggest Secret. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, follow, and comment on the show. Also, I'd like to tell you about a service called HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a great service that allows you to purchase live calls with your favorite celebrities, so check them out. It's something you can buy for yourself or as a gift for somebody you love. A live 15-second call is $19.95 and a live 30-second call is $29.95. HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now let's get started. Everybody on the planet knows how popular and wealthy Kim Kardashian is, but most people don't have a clue as to how Kim and her siblings became so incredibly wealthy. Myth number one is that Kim became rich and famous because of her beauty. Nothing could be further from the truth. Now, she is attractive, but you can walk through any street in Los Angeles and find 100 women on every block that are much better looking than Kim, and that's because the entertainment industry attracts women from all over the country. They come to Los Angeles thinking that their beauty will rain success down upon them, just like it did in Ohio or wherever they came from. And very quickly, they find out that almost everybody in town is genetically perfect. And so what happens? They find out that they can't find an acting job, they can't find a modeling job, and they're stuck in their jobs as waitresses or driving for Uber because the beauty thing just did not pan out. So make no mistake, being great looking in the entertainment industry is no guarantee of wealth or success. Myth number two is that Kim became rich and famous because her father was a famous lawyer named Robert Kardashian, who was an attorney and businessman who gained national recognition as OJ's friend and defense attorney during Simpson's 1995 murder trial. Robert died in 2003 when Kim was only 22, and that was before her career took off. While her father's passing still left her with name recognition, it wasn't enough to launch her career into the stratosphere. Myth number three, Kim appeared in a sex tape with Ray J, and that is what launched her career. Not even close. Why? Every day in California, countless people make and shoot adult films that appear all over the marketplace, and the vast majority of these aspiring porn stars never get rich or famous or even make a decent amount of money. The adult industry has been decimated by all the free porn that is available online, and that has made it almost impossible to make money in that business. Myth number five is that marrying a basketball player or a rapper made Kim rich and famous. Wrong again. These husbands were already famous when they met Kim, but they were not the reason her star kept rising and her bank account kept exploding. Myth number six is that Kim's curvy anatomy made her super famous. Wrong again. You can walk down any street in Los Angeles, Dallas, New York, or Miami and see thousands of women who are curvier and sexier than Kim, and most of them are so broke they're living at home with their parents. Curves help, but they do not automatically make you rich. In fact, sometimes extreme curves can hurt as much as they help, because they attract so much of the wrong attention from the worst element in society. All you have to do is drive past any bus station in Los Angeles, and you'll see an army of pimps standing around looking for the next beautiful lost soul who just got off the bus from Indiana or Illinois so they can prey upon them. Curves in and of themselves will not make you rich. Myth number seven is that the reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians made Kim rich. Wrong again. There are countless reality shows on TV and on the internet, and many of the stars of those shows make little, if any, money at all. In fact, most of the people working on those shows get completely forgotten the minute their show ends. And if that isn't bad enough, then here's something else to contemplate. Most reality shows pay their people very little money, and their storylines require their actors to humiliate or debase themselves in some extreme way. Why is that significant? It's important because once you allow a reality show to embarrass you, then that will follow you for the rest of your life. It will affect how people in your social life perceive you, and it will affect what kind of jobs you're able to get in the future, or if you'll ever be able to get another job. Reputation is everything in this world. So what is Kim Kardashian's biggest secret? It's her mother, Kris Jenner. Kris is not just her mom, but she is the manager of all her daughters. And unlike most managers, she doesn't collect 15%, she collects 10%. Kris Jenner puts in so many hours building the careers of her daughters that it's given rise to an expression or description of her that has become a little famous. It goes like this: the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. That's both praise and an insult because Kris has a reputation of doing whatever it takes to make her daughters succeed. In fact, it's been reported that the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians was Kris's idea, and many of the concepts and ideas for the show come from Kris. You see, it's not enough to just get a reality show. The show itself must keep the attraction of the audience year after year after year. You can't continue to do that for almost 20 years by just smiling for the camera or wearing tight clothes. You have to constantly come up with new scenarios and keep reinventing the characters on the show so that you can hold your audience's attention. A few years ago, when the show was dropping in the ratings, all three daughters announced that they were pregnant, and the ratings shot back up again. Now, there's no way to tell if that was somehow planned and orchestrated or if it was some stellar coincidence, but a lot of people wonder whether Kris Jenner encouraged it somehow for the show. One thing that is very interesting about their show is how absolutely calculated and orchestrated it is to advance their business agenda and opportunities. The show appears designed from the ground up to always feature the family in a way that attracts online followers, increases ratings, encourages corporate sponsorships, and opportunities that continue to increase their overall fame. One thing that's impossible to argue with is the show's longevity and popularity. It appears to be a well-engineered machine that continues to raise the stock of all the family members and makes everyone wealthier year after year. The show's ability to generate money and opportunity becomes very evident whenever somebody starts appearing less often on the show and gets less airtime. The minute their airtime decreases and they start showing up less on the show, then their stock appears to decline and their bank accounts start to suffer. Kris Jenner reportedly worked out a new $150 million contract for new seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and that's paid her 10%. It's also been reported that Kim Kardashian made $45 million between 2016 and 2017. Most people believe that Kris engineered the majority of Kim's deals, so she probably made between $4 and $5 million off those deals. Her daughter Kylie makes the majority of her money from Kylie Cosmetics, which Kim reportedly doesn't receive 10% of because Kylie owns 100% of that makeup line. However, Kris still gets 10% of anything Kylie makes on other deals like modeling, endorsements, and almost anything else. One prominent business source has reported that Kylie paid her mother a total of between $16 and $20 million in the year 2018. Kris is the talented behind-the-scenes manager that drives the family's success. There's no denying that. She is reportedly worth $60 million these days because she is able to get so many corporations to hire her daughters for various business opportunities. So whenever you hear someone say that Kim is so successful because of her looks or her body or a TV show, then you can smile knowing that you know Kim's biggest secret, and that's her manager mother. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you soon.